I'm just admiring this old train car parked here in Northeast Minneapolis, and I'm noticing that pretty much every car has some type of graffiti art on it. And in case you're wondering, is graffiti art still a thing in this day and age? Why, yes it is. Here's a piece that was done this year in 2019, documented for posterity. Well, hello there, and welcome to another beautiful morning for Tommy Travels the Second. We are here in Northeast Minneapolis today at the Firefighters Hall Museum. That's that building right there behind me. And I don't know too much about it, but I do know it is 12,000 square feet of firefighting history. So there should be a lot of cool things to look at. If you are brand new to this channel, go ahead and hit subscribe so you don't miss out on a thing. And you guys, this should be interesting, so come on with me, let's go see what there is to see. And just looking at the outside of the building, I'm pretty sure this was at one time an old fire station. And before we even get into the building, we're already greeted by fire station history. And look at this old fire engine bell. Wow, that is huge. Something tells me that used to be part of an old fire truck. And it was part of an old fire truck. There it is, Cataract engine number 1 in 1873 at the 2nd and Bank Street Southeast. And look, it's hard to tell on camera, but those fire trucks are horse-drawn. Hello and welcome to Tommy Travels the Second, and what's your name?
My name is Gary Lawrence, and welcome to the Fire Museum in Minneapolis.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you. And what do we have in this room here? Looks like some
antique fire apparatus. We have the steam.
Oh my goodness.
Powered apparatus that was pulled by horses. We have the next generation in the 1920s right here. And then we have stuff that started in the late 30s and early 40s.
Oh my goodness. Wow. And little areas for the kids over there, it looks like.
Yeah, it's kind of a museum, playland for the children and educational. We try to do 3 things in one.
Oh, okay.
And we have birthday parties for children down here and that stuff too, to teaching them about the fire service and all that stuff. And they get hands-on experience with the big toys.
Oh, okay.
Our kids' playland area right in here.
Oh my goodness.
And then we have trucks from all over. Mankato, Minneapolis, Robbinsdale on the other aisle.
Wow.
Some are 100 years old, some are 50 years old. We have over 3,000 patches hanging on boards from all over the world and the country.
Oh, wow.
Hanging from the ceiling.
Do you guys just send them in, or do they come from...
A lot of people donate them too.
Oh, okay.
Firefighters will come in, their families. Oh, hey, I'll get my fire department to send you a patch, and they'll send us a patch.
Oh, that's great. So was this once an old fire station then?
No, this used to be a machine shop.
Really?
And this all started by a trust from a firefighter in Minneapolis that passed away, and he had it in his will so many hundreds of thousands of dollars to start a museum somewhere in his trust. So the family had the trust started, and we started a museum.
Oh, wow. I could have sworn from the outside it's really done up well to look like it was a...
We did the whole building to make it look like a fire station from the outside.
Yeah, you did a great job. That is for sure. Wow. Just rows and rows of old fire trucks here, it looks like.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Awesome.
This is Robbinsdale. We let the kids climb on this truck, let them turn on the lights, the windshield wipers, to get some hands-on experience. It's kind of an enjoyment thing for them, so they get used to a truck and know that when they're little, if they show up at the house, they're not going to hurt them. You know?
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea.
They're friendly there. They get hands-on. We let them put on the gear down here and let them spray water, so little educational thing for them, too.
I just love this old steam engine that they have over here, which, by the way, is from 1894. Unbelievable. That's how far technology has come since those days. And here is a look at what it looked like in action. You can see the steam pumping from it. This is so cool, and they even have a little Dalmatian to go right along with the fire trucks here. Hello, sir. Welcome to Tommy Travels the Second. And when you think of a Model T, you usually think about the old cars, but you don't really think about the old fire engines. This is a 1922 Ford Model T, and it is a very awesome fire engine. Look at, they've got the hand cranks here, the Dalmatian on top, and the fancy leather seats. Absolutely cool. The old fire extinguisher, big red tires with the spoked wheels, and of course a couple firefighters in back, ready to jump on that hose and get to work. Wow, so much history in this place. They've got fire helmets from all over the world, like Great Britain, Sweden, England, Norway. Oh my gosh, all over the world. The French. They've also got patches on this wall from all over, like Calgary, Victoria, Waterloo. Look at all the colors and all the different little logos and designs that they have. And even a Frankfurt airport patch. That is really cool. I think my favorite thing on this table right here is this sculpture right here. It says it all about firemen, how hard they work and the stuff that they go through. 3 guys working this hose. We got a guy with the axe back here. And the detail is just amazing. Well done, whoever created this sculpture. Well done. And this impressive piece of machinery that we are looking at right here is a Buffalo pumper from 1935. It was purchased for the Minneapolis Fire Department, and this thing could pump 1,000 gallons of water each minute. It is considered one of the most impressive motorized apparatuses ever used by the Minneapolis Fire Department, and therefore is one of the most sought-after engines by collectors. And they have one of these trucks here that remind me of the old black and white movies before there was sound, the type of fire trucks they would use in movies like that, with the huge ladder on the back. And what's interesting about this particular truck, it's from 1919. It's the only truck in this museum that has tires that do not have air in them. No air in these guys at all. Here's a view from the back angle of this long ladder fire truck. And up here, I used to think that that was another steering wheel, that it took 2 people to drive this truck. But I was mistaken. This ladder right here has springs underneath it that makes it go up. And then they fight the fire, and when the fire is out, the guy here in this seat cranks this wheel around and brings the ladder back down. That had to be some hard work. And they've got this cool little fire engine cab based off the engines from the 1970s, like that. And the kids can crawl into it, sit in the little seat right here with the steering wheel, and go on a virtual drive right down the street, going to fight a fire. And then there's all sorts of buttons and switches that they can press in here, like this one right here. What does that do? Oh. That's what it does right there. What every kid likes to do, turn on the lights to the fire engine. And here's another fire engine for the Minneapolis Fire Department from 1932. Look at that old wood steering wheel that they have there. Wow. And you know, you can almost picture with this, the guys just kind of hanging off the side of the vehicle, riding along or on the back here. And they had coats that they would wear, but Minneapolis gets to be 30 below in the winter time, so that, even with that protection, had to be a bit nippy. I love this shelf here with all of the old fire engine lights and sirens underneath. And even today, there's no mistaking the sound of a fire engine. And here's a display of old fire extinguishers. Wow. Fire extinguishers have come a ways during the day since then, and especially since these ones here. These are tin tubes from the early 1900s. And when the user pulled the tin tube, the top would come off and the contents of the tube would be shaken out onto the fire. They've even got a whole display of forcible entry tools that firemen use. All sorts of different shapes and sizes. I guess we're pretty much familiar with the axe, of course, but this is a pin lug spanner wrench. Oh my gosh. There's a pick, a pitchfork. Oh my gosh. All sorts of things. And look at over here, a flame retardant suit. I have never seen one of these in person before. They have it hanging on the wall. It is a life net. When the building is on fire and somebody needs to jump off the building to save themselves, a bunch of firefighters hold this all around and they can safely jump into the net. So what we've been looking at is what happens when firemen get the call. And then they have a section over here, which is all dedicated towards who calls the firemen in the first place. The dispatch areas. Look at this. This is a telephone board that was installed on the second floor of the St. Paul Public Safety Building in 1930 and served as the department's telephone communication center until the current 911 system was installed. Wow. So all phone calls that came in reporting a fire would come in on this system, and here's pictures of guys actually using it in operation. And they have this old Motorola system here where the calls would come in and then get dispatched out to whatever the closest fire department is in the area. Wow. Got the fire station number and a fire alarm from back in the day. And here is the grand finale of the exhibit right here. This red truck is a 1930 REO Speedwagon, Perch body, and it's owned by the Minnesota State Fire Chiefs Association. And boy, is it cool. As we give it a little bit of a walk around here. Look at the beautiful seat. The hoses up top. Absolutely cool. Even Smokey the Bear can't stop looking at it. Well, you guys, this has been an absolute blast hanging out with you today at the Firefighters Hall Museum in Northeast Minneapolis. And I thought we'd end this episode by taking another final look at this beautiful red REO Speedwagon that they have here. This thing is absolutely beautiful. And if you guys liked what you saw here today, go ahead and hit like on my YouTube channel. And while you're at it, go ahead and hit subscribe and the little bell notification next to it. Just gives you future updates on videos that are yet to come. And if you'd like to see material from my other channel, Tommy Travels, go ahead and check that out. There'll be a link in the description below. You guys, this has been an absolute blast. Thank you for all of the support that you've given me so far, and I hope to catch you on the flip side.